Okay, so I think this lighting's good enough. It's a bit brighter on this side because I just opened the window. So, yeah. Next, I use this big fluffy brush. I'm not sure where it's from, but it's like big fluffy. And I use the Rimmel London. I told you we'd be seeing her again. But the Rimmel London Radiance Brick. It's shimmer powder, but I honestly use it as bronzer. And it looks like this. I just like... So the way I do it, I get my brush, my big fluffy brush. I'm not sure what this is from, but you can use any fluffy brush and any bronzer. So I just like dab it in and sometimes swirl. So just dab it in, and then I used to use bronzer as contour, but then I decided, hey, and then I started watching more makeup tutorials, and just realized, hey, maybe I should have stopped using bronzer as contour, because honestly, it didn't really do much when I was doing that. But yeah, I also give myself a bit of a bronze nose. So I feel like I'm honestly just doing my regular makeup routine. Who cares? So even though I said I was going to be doing a clean girl makeup look, I looked up some ideas on Pinterest. I saved some of them to my board. I don't do anything on Pinterest yet. I might in future, but not right now. I don't post anything on Pinterest yet. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell the difference on that on like a video. Because my camera, like, it's not got very good color recognition, so I think I'm going to try sort that out in the editing. So yeah, I'm going to pop this brush back and get my next product. Okay, so next step is my blush, and I actually use two different blushes that I've had for like a long time. So the first blush that I use is and I also use this, I got a pack of Harry Potter wand brushes. I'm not sure where from, but this one is Luna's wand, I think. Luna's my favourite Harry Potter character, if you didn't know that. But yeah, I just take this little brush, and I use the Natural Collections Blushed Cheeks in the shade Peach Nebula first. And I actually use the same big brush for this blush that I did for my bronzer, because of course it's like a bit more bronze, this one. And I just dab it in, and as you can see, and I just kind of like pat it on my forehead, pack it on like my cheekbones, and then that blush will be done. I don't do too much with the Natural Collections blush because I just prefer a bit of more of like a more blushy blush look. So yeah, now I take Luna's wand and put it in my CYO powder blush, Crush on Blush in the shade Just Saying. It's very bright. It's CYO, but any other blush will do. But it's very bright, as you can see. And then I just like go from my pupil and then dab down. It's very bright. So then I just do that again twice. And something I learned, if you don't do this already, if you put already have a lot of blush on your brush, don't blend with the same brush, because then you'll just start adding more and more and it will just look weird. So I use the same blush that I did with the other blush to blend it out. I also kind of like drag it across the nose. And then this is the final blushy look. Okay, so wait, what's next? I honestly forgot what's next. Highlighter. I'm gonna go grab my highlighter. And now for my highlighter. It's actually one of the only things that I've got a stick for. Sometimes I use contour stick, but I'm not using that today. But I use this. I'm not sure what brand this brush is from, but it's from the same brand that I got the beauty sponges from. But it is the largest one, and it is N number 306. I just use that to blend this out, and I put highlighter in the weirdest places. So, like, I twist it upwards, and then just that. I know lots of people like to do dots, but I personally like to do it. Sometimes I'll do blush, like you saw I just did blush. Dot, and I just put a dot on the chin, and now I'm going to go in my brush and just blend that out. I'll be back in 1 sec when I'm done blending. I'm back. So I just finished blending out my highlighter, and honestly, it looks good, but you can't really tell on camera, I mean with the raw footage, so I'm probably going to change it later. But that was my, oh, I didn't tell you the name of my highlighting stick. It's the Revlon Photo Ready Instafix highlighting stick, and it's good. Now I just go in with a number 501 brush, and it's like a double one. This one's for like wings, and this one's for like, it's like spoolie, or like a mascara applicator. So I just brush out my eyelashes because they're kind of long, and since I've got quite thick eyebrows, I kind of just like brush them up a little bit and then flatten it out, and I also flatten the end out. So basically it looks the exact same as when I started, but like, it's just a fun step to do. So, next, I curl my eyelashes. This is a manicure little eyelash curl thing. So I'm going to go do that because I can't really do it in this, because I will definitely mess it up. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so I just did one eyelash, one eye, and I feel like it's much more raised because like this eye is like kind of flat at the moment, and this side's kind of like raised. So I'm gonna go do the other eye, but like this is the before of the eyelash curling, and this is the after. I'm not sure if you can really tell that much, but like I'm gonna go do the other eye. So now I'm back, and I have curled my eyelashes, and I kind of just like hold it here, like, so now I just like to, now is one of the most fun for me and important parts of the makeup routine. Honestly, there's some parts that you can miss out, but like, yeah, so you can do any of this, you can do none of this, you can do all of this, you can do half of this, but yeah, so for my wing, sometimes I will use this little, so I actually, there's normally this one palette that I always use. It's right there. I tried looking in my like makeup chest, but I couldn't find it, but then it was right there on my side. But this is the Estee Lauder Pure Color eyeshadow palette, with a lot of shades. So yeah, and I normally just go in with this end of the little brush that I use for my, I just poked myself in the eye, that I use for my eyebrows and lashes, and I just dip it in to this light, like, it's not dark brown, but it's not light brown. It's like a perfect in the middle, and I just dip it into that one. and I kind of just like do a little outline of a wing. Then I try to make it as symmetrical as possible. I also do go under the eye because it kind of gets a bit lighter as you go along. So sometimes I will start on the inside, but I often start on the outside when I'm trying to make it symmetrical. So yeah, and then I just grab the same end and just blend it out. Sometimes it doesn't work and I need to grab another brush, which I think is what's going to happen now. And where'd it go? I can't find it. It's like the one that I use for my blush. This'll do. So then I just blend that little wing out. I leave the under eye. So basically I started really getting into like makeup and like stuff like that when I obviously discovered like some of my favourite channels still to this day, and like the first videos that I watched for some of them were makeup and hair tutorials, and I was like, okay. And for about a couple years ago, I got a bunch of makeup for my birthday. So, and then I just like started using it, and I've gotten better and better over time. So like now I kind of just like do it on the daily, and yeah, I've gotten better and better each time. I also know how to do like night makeup and day makeup, if you know what I mean. Like I know people talk about like pre-shower makeup, but like it's not like that. Night makeup, the way I'm talking about like night makeup and like morning makeup. Night makeup's like going out makeup, and morning makeup's kind of more like clean. I just realised that I'm meant to be doing my clean girl makeup look, but then I kind of leave a bit of an outline. But yeah, so now I just use this little eyeliner eyebrow pencil. It's an eye pencil, so I think you can use part of it for eyebrow. But it's like an Inner Blink one. I'm not sure what brand it's from. I'm not sure. But then I just take this side, because this side's meant to be for like eyebrows, but it doesn't really fit my eyebrow shade. So then I kind of just like outline literally what I just did with this, but I don't go underneath the eye. And I go in with the exact same brush that I used to blend it out, and now I just blend that out. This is going to take a minute because it's kind of stiff, so be back in 1 second. I'm trying to do one of those little transition thingies, but I'm too shaky to do it, so I just finished, but it looks really good in person. So next I kind of do like more of like, I have this putty eyeliner and it's black and it's waterproof, so it's very hard to get off. So I'm not going to use that today, but I am going to use this darker and this like black to white eyeshadow palette with the same, not with the same, exact same brush that I used for my putty, but the brush that I used for the first wing that we did. And I'm just gonna go, before I do this, I kind of put makeup remover on it, so like it doesn't contaminate the black with any like brown. So I'll be back in a sec after doing that. So I just did that, and now I take, it's actually the Academy of Colour eyeshadow. It doesn't say what palette on the back because it's kind of just like empty. So I either take this black, which I'm not going to do today because today I'm doing a bit less harsh, I either do the black or I do this one, besides from my little putty. So I'm going to be back in a sec once I've done that. Actually, you know what? I can do it here, but I'm going to like cut out bits. So I just did that, and now I blend it out often, because often it's way too like long. But I want to leave some you want to leave some sort of definition there, that there is eyeliner. Because even when you're doing like a clean makeup look, it's very fun to like let people know that like, hey, I'm wearing makeup, this is fun. So yeah, and I actually used the lightest grey. So yeah, this is what my eyes look like so far. The eye 360 there. Now I actually use highlighter for inner corners, so I'll go get that. So I actually go in with the same palette that I used for like the not light but not dark eyeshadow. And there's like this little peachy white, possibly like a light beige colour. And then I just dip into that and put it in my inner corners. I'm not actually sure that it does too much, but before, when I was doing like a bit more eyeliner on the inside of my eyes, like, have you ever seen that look with like, they've got like a wing on the inside of the eye? I did that and it didn't look the best on me. Then I was recommended to put like a little shimmer on the inside, because apparently it like brings your eyes further apart. I'm not sure. But yeah, now, for the moment I've been waiting for, possibly one of the hardest moments, is, what do you call it? Mascara. My brain's farted today. My brain is like not working. So this is the 5D Revolution 5D Lash Whip Lift. 5D Whip Lift. And I'm just going to look at my little mirror here. And honestly, I've heard that you're supposed to do the bottom lashes first, but I honestly find it easier to like do the top lashes first and then like put this on the bottom lashes and then just blink, because that does a brilliant job on its own for the bottom lashes. So I do it after. And then I've not got too much of like inner corner lashes, but my eyelashes are kind of long, so I kind of can't do it on the, like, I do it on the middle quite a bit, but like on the inside it's really hard because I've got much less lashes there that I can actually put mascara onto. So yeah. And is it just me, or when you're watching like a YouTuber that you've watched for a while do like their makeup routine and they look like nothing like they do with their makeup on, but they still look really good, it's kind of like a bit shocking for me, because like you've gotten so used to their beauty with makeup that like their beauty without makeup is just like a whole other thing, because like they're beautiful both ways. And like, yeah, so I kind of did both eyes already during that. This eye's still a bit flat because this eye ends up like a bit chunky. So yeah, but it looks good. It looks perfectly fine. And I go in with the highlighter brush again and just blend everything out for like a second time. Because like, make sure you blend. The only thing that bugs me that people don't do well is blending. Because like when you can see someone like, you know those on dry patch things? The other day, I remember seeing this thing where it was like this picture where like you could clip it, the blush looked like the shape of that, and you could clearly see that it had not been blended out enough. So that kind of bugs me. And now, since my lips are not dry, my thingy hasn't dried yet, my lip balm. So normally I just wipe it off, but now I'm gonna wipe it off. I just wipe it off with like a cloth or something. So yeah, I'm gonna be back in a sec.